Was that supposed to be an Australian accent?
That was my only Australian. Sorry.
Listen to this. G'day! Go on.
Oh, I was waiting for words of genius and inspiration from you. That's it. G'day.
Well, it's absolutely delightful and extraordinary for both of us together to be here in Melbourne. For me, back in Melbourne, because I've spent quite a lot of time here. I'm sure most of you all came to see the stage productions I was in here in 1961. True, your mum did. Thank you.
How old do you feel now?
But Daniel is not only in Melbourne for the first time, but in Australia for the first time.
Can't even really describe the excitement of being here. A place I've always wanted to come to, and I'm very excited about being here.
Well, you're excited, Daniel, but you've had some problems about the direction the sun travels in.
Look, this one tried to explain to me, whilst having a coffee on Circular Quay, that the sun was going in the wrong direction. And I had slept for about 5 hours in the last 72, missed the day. Where did Wednesday go anyway? It was like, Singapore was like 2 hours of Wednesday and that was it. So this one trying to explain to me the sun was going in a different direction, I wasn't buying it. I was like, look, there it is. It always goes in the same direction. You don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, it was a delightful conversation for me because my son is a lot smarter than I am. Hang on a minute.
Oh, he's losing bits of him. We had everything. We had napkins set up to represent various planetary objects, and the salt shaker was the sun, I think, and the cappuccino was the earth. If they did things like that on the Enterprise, people would have really had a much better chance of understanding what the hell was going on.
The fact is that as when Americans come to England and they say, you guys drive on the wrong side of the road, here in the Southern Hemisphere, the sun goes the wrong way. It goes from right to left instead of left to right. You understand that, don't you?
I don't think we're winning them over with this. They're like, and?
Well, it goes the other direction in England. It goes from left to right.
You do drive on the right side of the road, so thank you for that. Thank you. Next.
Well, I have been in Melbourne. I was in Melbourne in 1961 with the Old Vic Company, led by Vivian Lee, and all directed by a famous Australian called Robert Helpman. And at different times I've come back for events like this, but I was here for 12 weeks about 10 years ago filming Moby Dick, not in Melbourne. Oh, I'm so sick of this watch. Hang on a minute.
This fancy jewelry he has, it's falling apart, it's falling off. His new jeans though? Oh yeah. Somebody was complaining at the Q&A yesterday that we had dressed the same. Are you still here?
Yeah, well, you see, this is for your benefit.
Just for you. We changed.
And I think this is a fabulous city, and have enjoyed every time that I've been here. I love this country, but Melbourne has got an especial place in my affections, and Daniel has taken to it so much, he's not going home.
Yeah, staying. Just for a week though. I get too excited. Can I just say, I had a fantastic experience just now. Up here in the green room, for the entertainment of us guests, they brought in a whole menagerie of Australian animals. I cuddled a dingo. It was a baby one. It was really cute. I cradled a saltwater croc. It was scary. There was a Spencer monitor with necrophilic saliva. There was, what else? A koala. Oh, everyone gets a koala. It was great. You held a bird of some sort, didn't you?
Yeah, her name was Dorothy. No, I did have an owl on my wrist, and it was a really beautiful experience. I've always adored owls. We all love owls, don't we? In fact, where we live in West Oxfordshire, England, we have a pair of barn owls that nest quite close to the property, and in the early evening they will sometimes fly along the road straight at the car and then just lift up, and they are strangely unearthly creatures. So to have a beautiful owl, what kind of owl was it?
I don't know. It was an owl.
I don't know, it was an owl. But it was beautiful. It was a young owl, only a few weeks old. There are those occasions, because I'm a diver, and I've had these occasions when you're looking a sea creature literally in the eye. You know, you're just sitting looking at one another underwater, of being very, very privileged. And that was the moment with this owl.
It's a nice owl.
Beautiful owl. Australian owl. Okay, shall we move on to questions?
Let's move on to interesting things, not our animal-loving things. Vegemite, no mate. I'm a Bovril man, I am. What's wrong with that? Bovril makes a tasty beefy drink if you add hot water. No, we have Marmite, which is the Vegemite. It's like the same thing really, isn't it? What do you mean no? It's exactly the same thing, and no, you see.
Daniel, listen.
In England, it's definitely two camps. It's the love it or hate it. And actually, I used to I loved freaking out Americans with Bovril, of going, here, you've got to try this. Have a good sniff of that. And yeah, I know, oh my God, it's right. They were like, oh, you're weird. You put that on your toast in the morning, and it's what? Beef extract. Lovely. Should we get on to the questions?
Yeah, I was just going to point out that yesterday at this same session, albeit with fewer people, you managed to alienate the entire Australian nation.
No, you're wrong about that. If those that were there, I didn't say anything bad about Australia. I said bad things about Joaquin Phoenix. Who else was there?
Ridley Scott.
No, I didn't say anything bad about Ridley Scott. Who was it? Winona Ryder. I mean, I'm not alone in